Welcome to another episode of Engineered for Everywhere Audio, presented to you by Memphis Audio. I'm your host, Mark Sarge Schleipfer, and on today's episode, we are going to do an installation on an X30 Pro 4P. Now, that's going to be a complete plug-and-play audio kit, 5-speaker kit for your CanAm X3 2017 up to current. What we're going to be installing today is going to be your SMC2A. This is going to be your source unit for the system itself. The controller, which is going to go into a knockout plug that is on the dash. You can also use the app that comes with this unit that you will download on your phone to also control this source unit as well. It's a nice hideaway unit, absolutely phenomenal. The MX400.4 400-watt amplifier. Note, this whole kit is completely IPX6 rated, designed for the elements, to get dirty, to get mud, snow, sand, whatever. It is designed for the elements. It is designed to be outdoors, engineered for everywhere. Going to have your amplifier, 400 watts, that's going to run your front speaker pods. These are RGB lit. Not only the cone, the logo, but also the footwell. There's lights on the bottom of these that you will be able to light up your footwell. You can see them right there, RGB lights. That amplifier is going to run your front speakers as well as your rear speaker pods. Again, RGB lit speaker pods. They're going to run, that amplifier will run those as well. You're also going to get a 10-inch sealed subwoofer. This is going to be a amplified, powered subwoofer. This is going to have a 400-watt amplifier in it, as you can see right here. There's your 400-watt amplifier. There's your 10-inch woofer. This is going to be a down-firing subwoofer that's going to give you phenomenal performance in your car. Also, you're going to get all the wiring harnesses. This is going to be your wiring harness for the SMC2A. This is going to be your wiring harness for your amplifier. Again, all plug and play. I can't stress that everything is plug and play, IPX6 rated, designed for the elements outdoors. This is going to be your rear wiring harness. Everything you need, mounting brackets, bass controller, everything you need for your car to give you phenomenal sound in your CanAm X3. We're going to dive into this X3 here, so hang tight. We're going to move on to the next segment of this installation video.
Please take a look at the list of tools needed for this installation to make sure that you have all the proper tools needed to successfully install your Memphis Audio Power Sports kit. Also, before getting started, make sure that you unbox all of your product to make sure everything you will need for your installation is there. Start by disconnecting the battery. Always remember, safety first. Next, remove both passenger and driver side seats using a 13mm socket and wrench to remove the front 2 bolts and then using an 18mm socket to remove the 2 rear nuts and the seat belt nut. You will also need to disconnect the electrical connection on the driver's side of the seat as well before removing the seats. Next, assemble your CanAm X3 SE subwoofer enclosures by installing the needed hardware as stated in the installation instructions that comes with the enclosures. Note, on this installation, we opted to add a second enclosure to give this CanAm X3 that added base. Carefully remove the side panels along the center console to give you access to run the needed wires for the system. Assemble and install the MXA62PS rear speaker pods in the desired location on your CanAm X3. Using the MXA-SS-KIT-RR-HR rear wire harness for the rear speaker pods, connect the pods accordingly and run the wires accordingly, making sure that you tie up the wires and making sure the wiring is not by any moving parts or any parts that might be hot, including exhaust or coolant tubes or pipes. The next two wiring harnesses that you will use will be the MXA-SS-KIT-MC-PWR wiring harness that will be used to wire up the SMC2A, and the other harness will be the MXA-SS-KIT-PRO4P, which will be the amplifier installation harness that will be used to wire up the MX400.4 amplifier. Using the amplifier installation, mount the amplifier as well as the black box for the SMC2A. At this time, you will also tune the amplifier by switching the channel control to 4-channel, also making sure that the crossover is set to high, as well as setting both adjustment knobs on the gain controls. Be sure to properly attach all the correct wiring and tie them up so they are not in the way and won't get pinched in any way, shape, or form. Once you have your mounting plate installed, also make sure to run the wires as far forward as you possibly can and as high as you possibly can, away from any other electronics such as power steering motors and brake controllers, so interference is not created in your audio system. Locate a switch knockout plug that you can pop out and install the controller that you can utilize to control the SMC2A. Also keep in mind that you will download an app that will control the SMC2A that will give you full accessibility to controlling your audio system, from AM, FM, to weather band, to full equalization, to controlling your RGBs, and much, much more. Using a T30 Torx, there are 11 bolts that secure the fender. There are also 3 T30 screws on the passenger side, as well as 2 on the driver's side, that have a 10mm bolt that will also remove the metal clip that is securing the top of the panel to the fender. You will need to do this to gain access to mount the lower speaker pods. You will need to remove 3 additional T30 Torx screws holding the top dash panel cover to gain access to the gas clamp. Using a flathead screwdriver, loosen the hose clamp on the gas tube. Remove the gas tube from the fender and be sure to cover the gas tube so no debris falls into your gas tank while you're doing this step. Cut out the templates for both the driver's side and the passenger side as needed. Align the templates as needed and use a scribing tool to mark the center of the 3 holes as well as the center of the larger hole, which will be used to run the speaker wires through. Then, using a 1/4-inch drill bit, drill holes for mounting the pod. Then using a 3/4 inch unibit, drill the larger hole, which will be used to run the speaker and the RGB wires through. Place the larger bracket on the inside of the cage 2. Using the supplied hardware, mount the speaker pod to the larger bracket that you just installed that's on the inside of the 2. Tighten as needed. Run the speaker wire and the RGB cable through the 3/4 inch hole that was drilled prior and run wire as needed. Make sure the inner panel with the speaker pod is properly aligned. Then using the smaller bracket, finish the installation of the bracketry needed to secure the speaker pods. You will do these steps on both sides. Once you have completed these steps for the front speaker pods on both sides of the car, you are ready to now reassemble all the panels that you had previously taken off to gain access for these mounting processes. Now that you have everything reassembled, you are now ready to hit the trail. Grab your favorite music, find your favorite trail that you love to go out and ride on, and enjoy the outdoors with your favorite tunes, and enjoy the experience of this Memphis audio system in your X3. We would like to take this opportunity to thank you for purchasing Memphis Audio Power Sports products. We hope that you found this installation video helpful, and we look forward to seeing you out on the trail. Enjoy and ride safe.